Hey everyone, we're going to get this started now because we want to start on time and end on time. So thank you for joining us today for our very first Mayan Technologies Acumatica Lunch and Learn. We're really excited that you're here, and we hope that this Lunch and Learn will help you gain a better understanding on how partnering with Mayan Technologies can help you grow your business with Acumatica. I'm Brenda Huerta, Senior Business Development Manager with Mayan Technologies. On the call today, we have Marian Hernandez, one of our senior consultants here at Mayan Technologies, and she will be doing a quick demo for you today in a little bit. We've put all participants on mute, but we will be having a Q&A at the end of the meeting, so please feel free to utilize the chat feature throughout the presentation for any questions you may have. And if there are any issues during the call, please let us know through the chat as well, and we'll be able to help you out with that. With all that said, I hope you guys are settled in and have your lunch ready so we can get started with this Acumatica Lunch and Learn brought to you by Mayan Technologies. So what's on the agenda today? We're going to talk a little bit about Mayan Technologies for those that might not be familiar with us. Then we will go over a brief Acumatica overview where we'll talk about the market space, why Acumatica is the fastest growing ERP out there, and why small and mid-sized companies are choosing Acumatica over other solutions. Then we'll jump into a quick demo to show you a little bit about the platform and some main functionalities. After that, a quick wrap up, and then we'd like to open it up for any questions you may have about Acumatica or Mayan Technologies. Again, you can put those questions in the chat at any time during this presentation. And then after that, we'll close up the meeting so you can all get back to your day. So with that being said, let's jump into our next slide. Mayan Technologies. Mayan Technologies was founded in 2014 by a handful of team members. Some had been working for different consulting firms. Some actually had already been working together for several years. So our team has over 50 years of combined experience. What started as a small group of consultants and software engineers has now expanded across North America with years of experience working with different tools, frameworks, and most importantly, across different industries. Here are the different services and solutions that we offer. We have custom software development, staffing and outsourcing services, business intelligence, and advanced reporting. We have technical software consulting, e-commerce. However, since its inception, our team specializes in ERP implementation, customization, and support. If anyone is not really familiar with what an ERP system is, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. It's a system that optimizes the flow of information, materials, and cash in an organization. But that term ERP has been around for about 30 years. And throughout the years, it has really advanced way beyond what it used to be. So what we like to call it is that it's a business management software. It's a complete solution for all of your business operations. So anyway, over the past several years, we have provided services for different ERP customers, partners, and consultants, which has translated into a very strong background in product implementation, custom development, technical support, and project management. This level of specialization and experience, combined with our highly trained group of Acumatica professionals, allows us to provide our customers with a one-stop shop to take care of all of their software and Acumatica needs. Today's world is all about digital transformation. What digital transformation really means for us is moving from the years of offline business operations into implementing modern tools and now operating as a digital business. We believe that now more than ever, businesses have been struggling, trying to keep up with everything that is going on. We're in this time where having the ability to work remote is essential. Digital transformation is essential. So this right here is what Mayan Technologies has been doing for years now, helping small and mid-sized businesses go through this process of digital transformation, bringing them from basically paper and pencil all the way through to the cloud. We help implement modern technology to streamline operations and provide businesses with access to real-time information to track and optimize every aspect of their business. And this year more than ever, every business has had to or needs to go through digital transformation. So Mayan Technologies has determined that the best path for transforming your business into this new digital economy is Acumatica. Digital transformation is really what Acumatica has been doing for over a decade now. It is the fastest growing ERP solution out there right now, bringing the best tools to companies at fair value prices. And today we are already using many cloud solutions in our business operations already. Just think about it. You might be using Salesforce or HubSpot for CRM and QuickBooks for your financials and trying to keep track of your inventory on spreadsheets. We communicate through text and emails. Everything is digital. Now we just need to connect all of those systems so they communicate. And this way you can streamline all of your business operations. And Acumatica does this better than any other ERP. Acumatica provides real-time visibility into all aspects of your organization, so you can make sure that the operations are running smoothly. Acumatica is an integrated financial and business management solution that helps businesses run more effectively by providing the tools and resources you need to manage every aspect of your company's operations in the cloud or even on premise. Acumatica has been recognized multiple times by numerous publications and analyst firms. The Cody Awards are like the Academy Awards in the software world, and we were named Best Cloud ERP Solution, Best Manufacturing Solution, and Best ERP Software. PC Mac has also chosen Acumatica 4 years in a row now. Gartner is a global research and advisory firm, as well as Nucleus Research. These companies have named us highest in customer satisfaction, ERP leader, and #1 in greater usability. All of these are third-party validations on what Acumatica is doing. So, what makes Acumatica different? Let's talk about that. If 2020 has shown us anything, is really that operating in the cloud is critical for business continuity. So Acumatica ERP is the most stable, adaptable, and affordable business management solution available today. Here are just some of the most important elements that really sets us apart from the competition and have really made Acumatica an ERP leader worldwide. Connected business, access to real-time information to all of your business operations. Rapid and easy integration with other platforms. Remote collaboration. From wherever you are, you stay communicated with your team at all times. Resilience and future-proof. Acumatica will help you with your business needs today and in the future as your business grows and as the world changes. Access from anywhere, anytime, on any device. Basically, Acumatica follows you throughout your workday. And this, I think, is one of the most valuable functionalities in today's world. This year, all businesses, regardless of industry or size, had to adjust to what is going on. At first, it might have to be out of necessity, but even moving forward, some companies have decided to permanently adopt the remote work method, even if it's just to an extent. And to be honest, we simply don't know what is going to happen in the future, but working remotely, this new digital world is not going anywhere. So businesses need to adapt and most importantly, need to be prepared. So whether you work from the office, you work from home, you are out in the field, or maybe a combination of all of these, you need to be able to work remotely from anywhere at any time on any device, desktop, laptop, Windows, Apple, Android. If you have a browser and you connect to the internet, you can access Acumatica from anywhere. You can record expenses, approve transactions, respond to notifications. Basically, any feature or function of Acumatica is in play on any device. And Acumatica's mobile functionality takes advantage of phone and tablet features. So things like your camera app, GPS, mapping tools, Acumatica will integrate with that data. Now, actually, you don't even need a keyboard for so many tasks because dozens of Acumatica functions are available via spoken natural language through Amazon Alexa and Apple Siri. So yes, if you are at a job site and you need to make a note of anything, you can simply ask Siri to document it on Acumatica. You can even access Acumatica and approve a report right from your smartwatch. So as you can see, Acumatica goes with you so you can continue to work as the modern employee works today. We recognize that your employees work across a different range of devices. Acumatica allows your employees to work the way they work and live in today's world, being on a desktop, on a tablet, on a mobile device. They can be efficient and effective from wherever they are as long as they have access to the internet. And as a business owner, you can streamline operations and mobilize technicians with access to real-time information about your equipment, inventory, and technicians, also from wherever you are. We talked earlier about any other cloud product that you might already be currently using. This is also one of the best things about Acumatica. Let's say that you are invested in Office 365, or you're using Salesforce or HubSpot, DocuSign, or Slack to collaborate with your team. Well, Acumatica's open API strategy allows the cloud to be connected very easily. There are staggering amounts of no-code integrations and customizations that can be done on Acumatica. So it's ready to integrate with other technology, making it super adaptable. Here is just a sample of some of the programs that already integrate with Acumatica. Flexible deployment options. This is another game changer. Acumatica is the only company that allows for the flexibility of deployment type. We have our public cloud, which is through Amazon Web Services, or you can host it on premise on your own private cloud. Of course, majority of our clients prefer our public cloud for many of the benefits, such as compliance, disaster recovery, security, and integration and scalability. And the great thing about it is that deployment flexibility at the time of purchase also extends to a later date. So customers can actually move a private cloud to a fully managed public cloud or vice versa. And we can basically do this move overnight. So the way that Acumatica prices and licenses our solutions is by a modern consumption-based licensing, which means that while most software charge per user, we do not limit it by employee count. So if every single employee wants to have access to the Acumatica system, we allow for that. This is pretty powerful because businesses no longer have to make the tough choice of, in accounting, who gets access to the system. Our answer, in accounting, everybody gets access to the system. And more importantly, if you use our portal technology, we can extend that access and visibility to key customers and partners. And you, as a business owner, of course, you can get to manage the visibility that each employee has. And Marianne will show you a little bit more about that on the demo. Who is using Acumatica today? Well, here you can see a broad spectrum of Acumatica customers across different industries, different company sizes. All of these companies use Acumatica in some capacity. Some use it to run certain areas of their business, and some use it to run their entire business. There are some big names here like Honda and Samsung, Prudential Life Insurance. Some of these companies might sound like really big names, but one of the things I love about Acumatica is the scalability that we were talking about. For example, one of my favorites here is Longevity. This was a small company with one location in Southern California that was growing and growing really fast. And as many companies, they were using QuickBooks and Excel spreadsheets until eventually those simply were not keeping up with their growth. So now they have 6 warehouses and are running all of their operations on Acumatica. Another favorite is that the Colonel himself is using Acumatica. And there's case studies on the Acumatica website on how and why these companies are using Acumatica if you wanted to check that out. But so, as I mentioned, you can have small businesses using Acumatica as well as larger companies. And that is key. Acumatica can be tailored to fit your business needs, whatever, whether you're a small business with a few technicians or if you're a big operation with multiple locations, it grows as your business grows. Now we head into our core products. And this is why I always say that you can manage all of your business operations in one system. We have financial management, we have inventory and customer management, project accounting, payroll. Scalable and intuitive tools give you one solution to run your entire business. all your data is connected and at your fingertips with no irrelevant functionality or inflexible processes to bog you down. And Acumatica has already built industry-focused editions that solve for specific business processes. As you can see here, we have a Field Service Edition. We have Commerce Edition that already integrates with Shopify and other platforms. We have Construction Edition and Distribution, Manufacturing Edition, which, as I mentioned before, we were just awarded Best Cloud Manufacturing Solution. So our plan is to have future lunch and learns where we can go over some of the main functionalities that make each of these editions perfect for each industry. But today we will be focusing on our Field Service Edition. As I mentioned at the beginning, we have a lot of experience working across different industries. However, today we wanted to focus on how implementing mobile field service software increases the ability to meet customers' high expectations and give them an edge over competitors, streamline dispatching and reduce response time. Acumatica tracks and optimizes every aspect of your field service operations. Here are some of the stuff included, such as service orders, appointments. It has a drag and drop dispatch board, equipment capabilities, preventative maintenance schedules, warranties, contracts, GPS routing, staff skills, and even mobile voice and image reporting are available all in one system with access anywhere, anytime from any device. So for example, there's a client that after implementing Acumatica said that their employees now easily save an average total of 10 to 20 minutes per customer because all customer related and job related information is integrated and in one place. So the whole process from sales to operation to finance is much better with Acumatica. Another client simply said that after Acumatica, the idea of even returning to spreadsheets, the work order paper trail, and communicating with calls or emails now just sounded time consuming and inefficient. So for example, Mayan Technologies can help a business get to the cloud so that all their technicians leave from their house and go directly to their first appointment. And the office knows exactly where they are. Your field and office are instantly connected anytime, anywhere. Or if a technician is at a customer's location, they can easily track and see the warranty status to see if they need to bill them or not. And right there and then they can put together a service contract, have them sign right there and email them instantly. So only an integrated business ERP for the service industry will provide the powerful 360-degree view of your customers' activities, requests, and projects that your company needs to stay ahead of the competition. So now, Marianne will now give you a little demo of some of these functionalities on the actual Acumatica platform. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and we will answer them after the demo. So with no further ado, let's turn this over to Marianne for some more exciting stuff.
Thank you, Brenda. And thank you everyone for joining us today in this Lunch and Learn. I am very excited to show you a little bit of the Acumatica functionality to follow up on the presentation. Okay, so as Brenda was saying, my name is Marianne Hernandez. I have been working with ERP software for several years now. And in my opinion, ERP is an outdated term. Really what we have with Acumatica is a business management software. Acumatica is a tool that will act as a single source for all of your organization. As you can see here in my screen, all of the departments will be integrated into this software. No more need to integrate your CRM software with your current ERP or your US payroll software with your financial software. Every department, every module will be available here in Acumatica. Another feature will be, like Brenda said, that you will get access from anywhere. Practically anywhere where you have access to the internet and you have access to a browser, you will have access to Acumatica. Your PC, your tablet, mobile device, anywhere in the world where you have access to the internet, you will have access to your data. And it's important to say that Acumatica was born on the cloud. So you can be sure that it has the best cloud technology that is available out there. Another feature that we have in Acumatica is that we can configure roles. This is a role-based environment, and that means that you can configure security permissions for every user. So for example, if you have a user that works under the inventory module and it's not supposed to see financial invoices or reports, we can restrict that access. So users are only allowed to see what they are supposed to see, but still communicate through the departments. Okay, so here in my screen, at the top of the screen, you can see that I have a multi-company environment. I have two companies here in this demo database to show you that Acumatica actually works with multi-company. For each company, I have 2 branches here, and if I need to, I can also I have a company that's outside of the country. I can also configure multiple currencies and transact with my outside company in a different currency and do it like that. Okay, great. So I want to focus then and talk to you a little bit more about the workspaces, these departments that I was mentioning before. So in the workspaces, this is where we will group the different business process areas in your organization. For example, let's take, for example, the AP team. I'm going to move to the payables. So your AP team will probably work in this workspace. And as you can see, I have a number of transactions, processes, reports here. If I click here in Show All, you can see that I have even a bigger list of transactions and reports that I can use with payables. I'm going to click here in Configure, and I want to show you that I can just select new options here for my big list of transactions. And if I go back to the quick menu, the options that I checked will be added to the quick view. So this is to show you how easy it is to modify Acumatica. It has an intuitive design that it will be really easy for you to modify and make it your own. Another example of this type of personalization is that you can edit basically everything that you see on the screen. For example, here, if I have this new adjustment menu, but maybe, I don't know, in my organization, it's called new adjustment. So I want to edit this. This is how easy it is to customize Acumatica. Even, for example, if I have bilingual staff and I just want to translate this to Spanish, I can just save the screen. I can do it on my own. I can change the icon if I want to and just save it as Nuevo Ajuste. And no need to complicate at all. This is how easy it is to work with Acumatica. Okay, great. So when I was talking about the connected workplace, as I mentioned, the different departments that we have here on the screen, really what it is that you can flow from transaction to transaction without the need to open many screens or move around or run reports. Just if we create an opportunity in Acumatica, in the same screen, we can create the sales order, we can create the shipment, and we can create the invoice all in one. So that's what we mean when we say it will save a lot of time for your organization because it will be practical and fast for you. And at the end of the day, what we want is to help you make your customers happy and deliver the best possible customer service. Okay, so next I want to talk about one of my favorite features in Acumatica, the dashboards. So you probably heard the term business intelligence, right? But really, what is business intelligence? For me, it is the power of having real-time data at my fingertips. For me, it's more than running a report, actually. It's having multiple tools that will help me analyze the data and make decisions on the go. This is an example of a dashboard that I have here that we designed previously. And as you can see, I have different tools. I have graphs, I have grids and cards that will show me at one glance how my company is doing, right? So this is all configured in Acumatica very easily. And with the dashboards, we can review metrics, key performance indicators, trends, and make important decisions for organization. In this graph, for example, this sales order trend by month that I have, I'm going to show you how the legends work. So I have sales here, but for example, if I only want to see invoice sales, just with 2 clicks, I can convert my graph into a whole different report. So it's practical like that. Okay. And also behind each card that I have here on my screen, I want to show you that we have a drill down. So for example, let me open the orders to ship here. And I will see that behind my card, there is a query that was previously created that will show me more information about the 5 orders that I have pending to ship. So here is my grid, and I see the details of the order, the account. I can play around with the columns. I can move them around as I want. I can even click here on the column configuration and remove columns from my report or add new columns as I need to. And also another feature is that we can export to Excel and then filter there in Excel. So it's very user-friendly, like I was saying before, and this is a query that will help you create the tools in the dashboards. Okay, so here's a scenario. I just received a call from one of our customers, and while I am on the line, I want to see how this account is doing. So I can make decisions on the go, or maybe just know while I'm on the phone how my client is doing. So I just type in the customer ID. Sorry. And while this dashboard is refreshing, what's going to happen is that I'm going to get the details on the customer account. And it will be easy like that to refresh the dashboard. Let me go back to I'm going to click refresh all. Okay, so another feature that I wanted to show you is how we can mark favorites here on the screen. And if we click here on the different transactions that we work with, for example, if I am a user that work in different departments, I don't want to move around the different departments, and I want to make my navigation easier. So I can just mark my favorites, and with one click, return back to the favorites. And all of the menus that I marked as my favorites will be here. And this will, of course, help me make my navigation easier and more user-friendly. Okay, so I'm back on my dashboard. I want to show you how easy it is to design the dashboard that I was talking about. So I'm going to click here on the design option. And as you can see, everything becomes available for me to move around. So for example, here I want to, I can move around my cards. I can place them in a different order and play around with the accommodation of the graphs. I can also change the size of the graphs if I want, just like this, without the need of customizing or developing a different graph. It's just going by the design mode. I can do a lot of things. I can even add a new widget for my dashboard. So I'm going to click here, new widget. And let's say that I want a new chart. And the new chart that I want will be for the screen service. I want to see my open service order. So let me just go to service order. Here it is. Okay, so as I configure, I'll say that I want a new column and I want to see service order types. Okay, and finish. Okay, so while this is refreshing, this is creating the new widget for me. And as you can see, just with a few clicks, I can get a whole new graph that's gonna show me at one glance the service orders that I have open. I see that I have maintenance orders, I have some installation orders. So that's to show you how easy it is to design this type of dashboard. So, and like we said before, have useful information on one click. Okay, and good. So I was talking earlier about the drill downs, so I'm gonna open here one of my drill downs to show you that we don't really need heavy custom reports here in Acumatica because we have a feature that is really a huge differentiator for Acumatica. That's the generic inquiries. As you can see here in this particular grid, we have different color codes for example, for opportunities that are overdue. I have the color red. The ones that are not assigned are in yellow. And everything that we have here in this drill down, it's actually in the generic inquiry. So if we go to the generic inquiry, we can define all of those parameters, filters, the color codes that I was talking about. Here in the results grid, everything it's available to add those conditions and then just have our own inquiry built. As you can see, we have some color codes for won quotes, we have them on green. So that's how easy it is to use reporting in Acumatica with the generic inquiries. And of course, we also have reports with just a few clicks. So let me show you here under the finance modules, some of the reports that we have. With the out-of-the-box Acumatica installation, you will get access to hundreds of predefined reports that you have an option to modify or build new ones if you have specific requests. So I'm gonna run one report here to show you. As you can see, we have a lot of useful information. This is for my trial balance. And once my report is run, with just a click, I can decide to print it, to export to Excel or PDF if I want. And I can also even send my report out of Acumatica to my customer or to my boss, whatever I need to, just with one click, send the email with the report in it from the same place, okay? Okay, cool. So for the next part of the demo, like Brenda was saying, we wanna talk to you about one of our favorite modules, that is the field service module. So I'm gonna move here to the service workspace to show you how easy it is to complete a service workflow. So first of all, I wanna ask you, how long does it usually take for you to take a phone call from one of your customers, create a work order and dispatch a technician and notify your customer that they are on the way? Well, in Acumatica, we will help you deliver customer satisfaction faster than anyone and complete this with just a few minutes. Okay, so here I am on my calendar board and I can see that right now I can see the availability of the technicians. Okay, so here's another scenario. I just received a call from one of our customers and they are asking for a service on an air conditioner. At my calendar board, I can see that Maxwell Baker is available to take this call. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new appointment for him. I click here on the appointment. And while my screen is loading, I'll go ahead and add my customer name. As you can see here, there's a predictive search. So we have the customer name, we select the customer, and we go to the details. We are going to add a new line item for the maintenance. This is a non-stock item that we previously created. with all of the rates that we need for this repair service. Okay, good. So now next I add my staff. And I already know by looking at my calendar board that Maxwell Baker is available to take this call. So I'm going to select him. Okay, and click OK. So we can assign the appointment to him. Save. Okay, so now my appointment is saved. I can go back to my calendar board and I see that a new appointment is created for him. I can just drag and drop the appointment to the time and place where I want him to start. Okay. Okay, great. So for the next part of the demo, what I want is to move to my mobile device so I can show you on the Acumatica mobile app how this technician will work and start the service. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, so here it is. This is my Acumatica mobile app. So I'm going to start working as Max Baker will do. He's just received the appointment number on his email and he's ready to start the appointment. So I'm going to do that, going to the appointments list here on my tablet. And I see the new appointment that has been assigned to him, and I'm going to open that appointment. Okay, so on the appointment that he will get, we can see that we have important information like the address where he needs to go. We also have the contact name and everything that we need to start the appointment. So we will get on the truck and start travel. Okay, so let's say that he started traveling at 12:40 process. What this will do is that I can record my travel time. As I go to the details, you will see that there is a new line added to the detail for travel time. If I want to, of course, I will be able to charge for the time that I take to get there to the location of my customer. Okay, so let's say that the technician already arrived to the location, so he will complete travel from the device. Let's say that he arrived at 1, so it took 1 hour to get there. And you can see that in the details, my travel time will be updated with the billable amount of travel time that it took him. So great. Okay, so as you can see, the status of the meeting is already in process. So he already started, he got to the location. And as he got to the location, he can see that he will need a new tool for the service. So we can just add a new item. I'm going to search here for an inventory item. Let's say that I want a filter for my service, and I'll select this filter that I want. Okay, and then just change the location to the inventory that I have on my truck. So let's change it to the truck warehouse. Okay, great. So this is ready. The new filter that I added will be added to the details here. So here it is. Okay, great. So everything is ready for the technician to start the service. As he works on the service, maybe we will need to document what's going on the field. So for that, we have a feature that allows us to take photos. I'm gonna take one as an example here. And attach those photos to my appointment. So we can take as many as we want and then add them and they will be saved here to the attachments of the appointment. So that's also another feature. Okay, great. So next, what we need to do is just complete the appointment. And everything will be updated to what we added and the time that we spent on the appointment. We can also preview the report and show our customer what they will get on the invoice here in the same device. Here it is, the maintenance report, and they can see the details of the labor, travel time, the filter, etc. And if they are happy, they can just sign for us, sign the report for us. We can capture the signature, say that we're done, and the signature, of course, will also be attached to our appointment. Save. And we are finished. Okay, great. So it's easy like that to complete our maintenance and document everything on our mobile device. So I'm just going to go back here and refresh my screen. So what with this is that from the phone call that we received from the customer to the completion of the appointment, we were able to track status, then communicate back to the office and to the technician with practically just a few minutes. So you can see that here my appointment now is completed. So the office can see that he's done with the appointment. I will say that this is some excellent customer service that we delivered. And this is it. Thank you guys for listening. Hope that you like what you saw.
So, well, again, thank you so much, Marian, for that demo. But before getting into our Q&A, I just want to wrap up and go over some of the things that we talked about today. We talked about how Acumatica has become the fastest growing ERP solution and why so many small and mid-sized businesses are choosing Acumatica, like scalability and flexibility. So it grows as your business grows, ease and rapid integration. So you don't have to change what you are already doing. For example, if you're using Salesforce or HubSpot and you like it, not a problem, we can integrate with it. One of the most important ones on the list, access to real-time information from anywhere, anytime, on any device. We have different editions to meet the specific needs of each industry. And then we went over dashboards and business intelligence, as well as some of the functionality designed for the field service industry, such as calendar, appointment, staff and inventory management, and then the mobile app. So now, feel free, if you have any questions, to throw them in the chat. We did have a few come through the presentation, so I'll get started with those. Let's see. First, we have, when assigning the staff for the service appointment, is there a way to filter by staff skills? I believe that's for you, Marian.
Yes. Yeah, so actually it is possible. As when we schedule the staff, we can filter by skills. The skills are assigned to the employee when you first log in their employee record in Acumatica. You can set them up to different skills. So the technician will be marked with those skills. And then when you assign a new appointment, you can filter by those skills and then assign the person that's best fitted for that work.
Okay, we have another question. Would the technician be provided with turn-by-turn directions to the service appointments?
Correct, yes. So he will be provided with all of the important information that he needs to get to the appointment.
Okay, another one here. I noticed that you updated the location of the filter during the appointment. How does Acumatica handle inventory? And does it have real-time inventory tracking, real-time location status updates? All of that is included?
Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, as you saw that I added inventory in the appointment, that is automatically updated in the Acumatica software. So everyone will be allowed to see the current on hand that he consumed and also what they have on the warehouse. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I think we have just one more. Can you link the field service appointment to a sales order or an item previously created for the customer?
Yes, that's also another cool feature. When you have the field service module, you can create from the sales order, you can create a new service order and link that sold item to the service. So that's also a flow in the same screen. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And actually, there's one more. What would a software like this cost for a small business? I can answer that one. Well, it really depends on your specific business needs and what functionalities you need and etc. But Acumatica is very flexible and scalable to fit your exact business needs. And we actually have put together a few different packages. And just so you have an idea, for example, for a small business, let's say like 10 employees or less, something like this would start around $1,500 a month. For a medium-sized business, we're talking about $2,500 a month. But again, it really depends on your specific business needs, consumption, and other factors. These are just starting points. And you can start with the basics and you grow, as you can start adding more functionalities as you grow. But yeah, that I would say that's the range, starting at $1,500 or $2,500 for a software like Acumatica. And I don't see any other questions coming through. So I just want to thank everyone for attending our very first Lunch and Learn. And thanks for the questions too. In terms of next steps and where to go from here, I mean, we would love to schedule a high-level discovery call to see the specific needs of your business. And we can only then provide, a preliminary pricing. And we can talk about project timing. We can discuss more of your needs, and we can provide an even more detailed and tailored demo that would meet some of the requirements that exist in your business that maybe we didn't get a chance to look at today. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed your lunch. And if there are any other questions, please reach out to us. Here's our contact information, and we'd love to hear back from you. Also, if there is anything in particular that you would be interested in seeing in another Lunch and Learn, let us know, because we would love to make more of these and provide real values for other businesses. So with that said, I hope you have a great day and hope to see you on our next Lunch and Learn.